got a fancy new mic. You know those wireless ones that clip on your shirt and have a box and connects? I have one of those. I have a wireless mic and I can move around. I can go everywhere and not get yanked at by the laptop. This is great. Hey kiddos, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome back to standing in front of the filming wall because that's, the entire purpose. We're back at one of the videos that I've been mentioning for quite a long time. I kept saying that I wanted to do a Q&A video, and yes, I have a segment in my podcast that's related to questions, but I figured you should probably get to know me first. Get to know who is on screen, who you've been watching for the past several months. I posted on Instagram and Snapchat some Q&A stuff that I asked you guys to ask questions for, and I got quite a bit of questions actually, so I have them on my phone with a new phone case. By the way, check that out. I got a new one. I still have the Scream phone case, but I took it off because it's prone to scratching because it's a custom phone case, so you scratch at it, there's just all the paint comes off, and I didn't want that because it's a nice case. I like the design since I made it. Anyway, I have the questions, and now let's get to asking some stuff. Answering some stuff. I'm answering questions. All right, question number 1. What are your current pronouns? Thank you so much for asking. I actually just changed them recently. I used to use the pronouns they, she, they, them first, but if someone called me a she, I wasn't gonna correct them. But then I changed it because I chopped all of my hair off. When I cut my hair off, I kind of felt like she and they kind of had equal importance in my eyes, so I don't care what you call me, just don't call me he. That's really it. I just use she and they. That's it. This one just says, okay, but what is your real name? What? I've told you, my name is Lily. That is my real name. Given to me at birth. It is a nickname, but my name is Lily. I actually had somebody ask me that question at work, because it's on my name tag, obviously. And someone was like, oh, I love your name, if that is your real name. And I went, okay. First of all, we aren't going to get into a conversation of dead names because I have a feeling you are not going to be one of those people that respects pronouns and actual names. And I have a feeling that you're going to say that somebody was born a girl, so they are a girl, and you don't respect transgender rights at all. So I'm not going to get into an argument with you because I was on the clock and was getting paid. But boy, did I want to. I wanted to have that conversation with her, but I let it go, but on the inside I was screaming at her. In my case, yes, Lily is my real name. Got it as a birthday present. That's my name. I didn't come up with it, but I wanted to correct her so bad. That's my real name. And if somebody tells you their preferred name, guess what? That is their name. Anyway, whoa, rolled off topic there. Yes, Lily is my name. Here's a specific one. Why do you not say like or subscribe at the end of your videos? Because I have a opinion about this that a lot of people don't exactly agree with me on, but there are quite a couple YouTubers that feel the same way. If you like the content you're watching, then like it. If you want to see more of the content, you subscribe. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. If you like the video, thumbs up it. If you like the content, subscribe so you can see more. That's pretty much it. Everybody knows the basic information of YouTube. So I don't think I should have to ask you to like or subscribe on a video. You know how many hate comments I get? I get so many hate comments, especially when I was posting my Gumball cosplay. I still am. I'm not gonna stop just because I got a ton. But it got so annoying that I actually shut off the comments on some of my videos because they're just too many. And before you say anything, it doesn't bug me. Believe it or not, I can handle hate comments very well. I was raised thinking it doesn't matter what other people think, just do what you love, and that I still stand that way. So reading the hate comments, I'm okay, honestly. All it takes is one button. There is one button that you can hit that says hide user from channel. It not only deletes their comment, but it also blocks them from seeing your content because obviously it bugged them and they don't know what the block button is. You just do it for them. That's literally all it is. So that's the best advice I can say. I don't say like or subscribe because I'm not gonna ask you to do that. If you don't like the stuff, don't watch it. I don't care. I make these videos for me and other people who want to see that content. I make these videos as like a safe space for people who want to enjoy the same stuff that I do. So if you don't like it, I really don't care. And again, that hide user from channel button, that works really well. All it takes is a block and I do their job for them. So also, if you were wondering why the comments got turned off of my Gumball videos, that would be why, because the hate comments just got too obnoxious. Also, might I say, if you leave a hate comment, you're just wasting yours and their time, and honestly, you're getting their views up. Leave the hate comments on my video because you're just getting my views up. You know how many subscribers I've gained from posting YouTube shorts? Quite a bit. I'm almost to 100 subs because I've been posting YouTube shorts. So, 2 little hate comments on one video? You think that's gonna stop me? No. So honestly, I really don't care about the hate comments, and that's the best advice that I can pass on. The hate comments don't matter, they're just words on a screen, and if they really are bugging you, you should ask somebody for help. But again, the main thing that you can do in that moment is block the person, because they are just a waste of your time. Anyway, little rant over, but that's why I don't say like or subscribe, because I'm not gonna ask you to. Love the special effects, how do you do them? Ooh, I have such a cheat way of doing it. So I'm assuming you're talking about like the rain and the sparkles and the animation. There's this channel on YouTube. I think it's called, it's just green screen. You can search green screen on YouTube, and then I edit with Adobe Premiere Pro. You use the keying effect and you hit the green, and then it deletes all the green, and then you have special effect. And it works amazing. So if you just search on YouTube, like rain green screen, you'll find it. So that's how I do my special effects. I'm not an animator. I cheat. Ooh, getting real personal here. Favorite mythical creature. I feel like it should be very obvious because of my name. But believe it or not, unicorns are only one of 2 of my favorite mythical creatures. Yes, don't worry, I still adore unicorns, otherwise my name would not be Uni Cosplays. But I also really like the phoenix, the firebird. I love that bird so much. I think it's really cool and really symbolic as well. It's like starting a new chapter, almost. So, I like the phoenix, and I love unicorns. Ooh, going the opposite way. What's your favorite real animal? Now, here's something you might not know, but I might have told you, but I don't know. Lemurs. I love lemurs. You know King Julian? I love lemurs so much. I actually have some stuffed animals of lemurs. I have one right next to me. Lemur. I love lemurs so much. They're definitely one of my favorite real animals, next to birds. I love birds. I absolutely adore birds, and I want a bird so bad. But of course, along with birds is lemurs. Look at how cute they are. What are your top kins or characters you relate to? I have a list. I actually have a list. Let me pull it up here. I recently organized it to how related I am to them. Like, the top person in the list is the person I relate to the most, kind of thing. Okay, so number 1 is Mabel Pines. Love Mabel Pines. I relate to her so much, mainly because of her personality and also her creativity. Got that thinker in brain. And I have a picture of me and my friend at Halloween when we dressed up as Dipper and Mabel. It was so much fun. The next one is Rapunzel. Love Rapunzel. Again, very similar personality. She's very upbeat and happy and finds all the positive stuff in life. Usually I'm like that. There are moments where I'm not like that, but I definitely relate to Rapunzel a lot, especially with her creativity and the ways she has to entertain herself, especially while she's in the tower and stuff. She's constantly doing something, and she's keeping herself sane. I relate to her in that sense. So the next one is Jinx. I relate to Jinx mainly because, not because of how destructive she is, but also on the creativity, like, aspect. She can make all kinds of things. She invents a bunch of, like, weapons and things like that. And also how misunderstood she can be because of her past and everything. A lot of people just go, she's a villain, she's crazy, she's Harley Quinn-esque. But in my eyes, I see, like, she's got a pretty big past that's affecting how she acts now. So I relate to her in that sense, where it's, like, got a much deeper feel of why I act a certain way. The next one, Gumball Watterson. I cosplayed Gumball a little while ago. I just talked about that, and also it's a video. Go check it out right up there. So I relate to Gumball mainly because of how, like, witty and clever he is. I mentioned before that he's always got something to say, always got some snarky comment to make. I'm very similar. I make a lot of snarky comments, and I like to think I'm funny. I definitely have a lot of clever remarks, and I'm extremely sarcastic. And the last one, Catherine Plummer from Newsies. I love Catherine Plummer so much. I relate to her, actually I should have put her higher on this list. I relate to her because, not only because she's a writer, and I also am a big writer, but also just how she acts, and I feel like I would act the same way in that sort of situation. She's a big journalist who looks for the deeper details and looks for the story behind stuff. She wants more information, and she wants to spread the word. She wants to just make a big difference in big problems during her time, and I like to think I do that a lot. But mainly the whole digging deeper and finding details and finding the story. I do that so much. It is a problem. So I relate to her in that sort of sense. So there you go. Those are my top kins. I actually narrowed down the list. I had quite a few because I didn't know how long a kin list usually is supposed to be. But those are my top 5. What was your inspiration during your childhood? You know, I just debunked this the other day. I didn't know where I got the idea for the podcast. I don't know where I got the idea of starting a YouTube channel besides watching YouTube. And then I was rewatching a show that I was extremely into, that I've seen the entire series several times, iCarly. I was rewatching iCarly, or I have been these past few weeks. As I'm rewatching it, I'm watching them shoot like iCarly and making their web show and all that, and I'm like, this seems familiar. It is a web series that is meant to just have fun and be weird. It has random segments and talk about whatever they want. And what's my podcast? It is a web series that's meant to talk about whatever they want and just have fun and has random segments. I think I know where I got the idea. I'm not against it. I love iCarly. I absolutely adore it. I think my old inspiration was not only watching YouTube a lot, but also iCarly. Because they also got very big from the show, and I always wanted to be very big on the internet. So I was like, why not just start a YouTube channel? Finally, in 2023, finally starting a freaking channel. Here we go, 11-year-old me. 8 years later. Favorite merch? You mean mine or other people's merch? Well, I'll just answer both. Why not? Favorite piece of merch that I have is definitely my Hey Kiddos merch. I love that merch. I want to buy some of that very badly. My favorite merch of other people is the one I have. Let me get it. My favorite merch that belongs to other people is the Sam and Colby No Limit collection. So that No Limit collection was definitely my favorite. I loved that collection so much. I love Sam and Colby. Been watching their stuff for years. Since Vine. Been watching their stuff since Vine. You mentioned that you like Barbie. What's your favorite? Oh, wow. You really do watch my videos. So I did mention that I was a big Barbie kid, and I even have a bunch of the old movies on DVD. Favorite one, before it turned bad, okay? Listen, the classic Barbie movies are top tier. No one can change my mind, okay? After a certain point, they started getting bad, and I stopped watching them completely. I want to say they started getting bad after Princess and the Pop Star. I didn't mind Princess and the Pop Star. It wasn't great, and it's not my favorite. But after that, I didn't really like what they had. So if I were to pick my favorite, my addiction when I was younger was Princess and the Pauper. That movie was my jam growing up. However, I wouldn't call it my favorite. It is amazing, but I would call my favorite 12 Dancing Princesses. My list has to be updated because the one they showed me was not accurate. There were so many that they missed. First off, they missed Fairytopia. All 3. Mariposa, that wasn't on there. I loved Mariposa. Okay, she was one of my favorites. That's in the collection too. I watched that the other day. That movie makes me so happy. I don't know why. Yeah, so Mariposa's on my list too because I loved that movie. I still do. I don't know why, it just hits different than the rest of them. Speaking of movies, what are your comfort movies? Ooh. So besides watching the classic Barbie movies, because yes, that is a comfort thing, very nostalgic. I also love the director's cut of Little Shop of Horrors. I loved watching that. All of the Scream movies, Scream 1 through 6. That's a weird comfort thing, but I just adore Scream so much. And then The Craft. I love The Craft. Bro, I've been binging it lately. It is such a good movie. And again, I'm going to see Neve Campbell, and I am tempted to buy her pop figure of Bonnie because they sell pop figures of the entire set, all 4 of them. Have I seen The Craft Legacy? No, because it's not streaming anywhere, and I'd probably have to buy it off of Amazon Prime. I would like to watch it, okay? Don't get me wrong. I would like to watch The Craft Legacy for research purposes. But because it's still a 2020 movie, it's not exactly free yet. You're not going to find it on any of those free streaming sites because it's still relatively new. 3 years old isn't an older movie. So yes, I would probably have to buy it on Amazon Prime in order to watch it, and I'm not going to buy it just yet. mainly because the main character's name is Lily. I gotta relate to her. But yes, I will definitely be watching The Craft Legacy coming up within the next couple of months. I would like to. What are your phobias? Oh boy. These are gonna sound super weird because they're all pretty different. I'm not insanely afraid of heights, like I can walk on high places and not be terrified. I'm okay. I'm a tad bit claustrophobic, especially underground. In caves, tunnels, anything, I am extremely uncomfortable, and if I'm in a cave, I'm not, because I would never go in a cave again. I did once, and I will not be doing it again. Teeth. This is weird, but teeth outside of the mouth. Real teeth. Okay? Fangs don't bother me. Clearly fake teeth don't bug me as much. But if I'm like watching a horror movie and like teeth are somewhere in the movie, I'm extremely uncomfortable. There are moments where I get like sensory overload and I can feel my teeth inside of my mouth and it just makes me uncomfortable. But then I remember there's nothing I can do about that and I just forget about it, so. How many earrings do you have now? Last I checked, 86, 87, I think. I have to recount because I just got a couple more, but I have a lot. I'm headed towards 100 pairs. Maybe I should get 100 pairs when I hit 100 subscribers. Favorite place you visited? Salem, Massachusetts, and New York City. I liked New York City. It was a bit overwhelming for me, but I would definitely go back now that I'm more prepared for what I'm gonna see. But I loved New York, but I especially want to go back to Salem, Massachusetts, because I only went there for like 1 day's time, literally like 24 hours. So I want to go back there so bad, because I did not have enough time to enjoy the full culture of it. We took a ghost tour and went around to different like ghost sighting spots and famous houses and junk, so it was amazing, and I want to go back. Like, that is such a pretty city. I went in the beginning of summer, like actually a little over a year ago I went, and it felt like fall. At nighttime, it felt like fall. It was beautiful. Who's your favorite actress? Depends. If we're talking horror, Samara Weaving. Without fail, I love Samara Weaving. Such a scream queen. I saw her in both babysitter movies. I saw her in Ready or Not. I saw her in Mayhem, and she was in the new Scream 6. In other terms, I love Zendaya. Zendaya is such a talented individual. She is amazing. So Zendaya, definitely another favorite. And Jenna Ortega, the up-and-coming but already defined as Scream Queen Jenna Ortega. She was great in Wednesday, X, the second Babysitter movie, obviously the new Scream movies. So Jenna Ortega is a very great actress and quite the good Scream Queen, I have to say. Favorite OC besides Lavender? You know what? It's between two. It's either Sadie, my Bendy and the Ink Machine character, or Zarina, my Legend of Zelda character. So it's either Sadie or Zarina, and I actually thought about bringing both of them back, so let me know, which one would you want to see, Sadie or Zarina? Is there going to be more Lavender content? Absolutely. Actually, that brings me to what I'm going to be talking about at the very end of this video, but Lavender's getting an upgrade, like I said, very soon, literally within like the next 2 weeks. So be prepared for that. Yes, there's definitely going to be more Lavender content. You know, a lot of these questions actually are for Lavender. Maybe Lavender should have her own Q&A. Keep an eye out for that. I'm probably going to do that. Oh my god, kiddos. Well, that was quite the Q&A. I hope you got to know me very well, and if you have any more questions about me, please ask them. I love answering questions, and I love wanting to get to know you guys and let you get to know me so we can have more of a connection through a screen. And on the note of Lavender, that brings me to something that I can't wait to tell you. Remember when I said in my last video that I'm going to be planning a live stream for Lavender so I can finally upgrade her costume? The live stream finally has somewhat of an official day. It definitely has an official time though, I can tell you that much. So I still have to set up everything that involves the live stream, but next week, starting on probably either Monday or Tuesday, the live stream is going to be happening. I'm so excited! I finally had a moment where I have complete free time. I don't have anything to do except like film a video and junk, but like, if anything, the live stream can make up for that. So next week, either Monday or Tuesday, a live stream making Lavender stuff is going to be happening. So keep an eye out on my social medias. I will definitely determine that, but also just keep a listen on my YouTube channel just in case you suddenly get the notification that I started a live stream. So, but it's happening next week. It is absolutely happening next week, and we're gonna get together and make some stuff. Anyway, kiddos, that about wraps up today's Q&A video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed. If you have any more questions, leave them down in the comments. Comment them on my Instagram, my Snapchat, my TikTok, my Twitter. I don't care. Just ask me some questions. Be sure to check out my last video. It was a podcast episode. It was Ready, Set, Renaissance. We talk about the Renaissance Fair and Lavender's upgrade. And keep an eye out for my next video. My next video is going to be a podcast episode, but it is also taking place on the day that I am going to be going to a convention. So it might be a bit awkward, it might be a bit rushed, but we'll see. If you get bored waiting for my next YouTube video, you can follow me on all of my social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter, all at Uni Cosplays. You know what they're for. I'm gonna stop telling you. Make sure to check out the Discord server, also in my link tree, which is in my description, and my bio on all my social medias, along with the merch. The Hey Kiddos collection. Remember that? Remember what I said? Go check that out. It looks good. And remember, kiddos, drink your water, eat your meals, get some good sleep, and I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves. Mwah! I love you. Thumbnail. Okay. Woo! Questions.